There we go.
Recording.
I was just saying, I need to, I need to make you one of these, Liz, and then we could make it look like I pass it to you or something.
Yeah.
I'll have to make one and get it to you somehow, but I haven't tried drawing my little doodle again, so I'm a little worried about how that would come out. But we'll see. Y'all, hello out there, YouTube world. You can all
Hello.
You can all look forward to what craziness I might try with what I was just talking about. Anyway, welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow. That's Liz. She's the assistant at Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. I'm changing it up a little bit. That's Liz.
Okay. And that's Rebecca. Which way? Oh, that way. That's Rebecca, the boss at Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina.
Apparently, we're switching vocabulary abilities too, because that's what I usually do. So
welcome to the adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
It is Thursday, April 9th. I don't know. I watch the CBS morning show, so I'm gonna start doing things like that I'm used to seeing. It's Thursday, April 9th. And it's a sunny day in Brevard. I'm looking out the window behind me here. And nice day. I'm loving the nice weather. I really should go out into the nice weather. I don't do that much when I spend a day in the shop. I'm about to buckle down for another here till 5 day. When Liz was here with me in the shop, she would go out for a 3 to 5 and sometimes force me to come out for vitamin D. And now you're not here, Liz, and I don't really go out for vitamin D very much.
I do have something to drop off at the shop today, so I'll make you come out for 3 to 5.
Hey, and just so y'all know, when that happens, because it happened at least once on Tuesday, we stayed a good 12 feet apart.
Both, yeah.
We weren't even doing 6 feet. We were doing, we did what we call the prisoner exchange. She drops stuff on the table and I get it. And then I drop stuff for her on the table and she gets it. And lots of space between us. So, anyway.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. And it's probably going to keep going for a while. So we're happy to be spending some time with you all. And I hope you're looking forward to watching us a little bit. It's a little after 9:30, Liz. So just the secret's out for when we film this now. So
it's morning. And
it's morning. No, it's big. I didn't start a timer, so you know. Just
okay.
So, okay. But yes, Sun Dragon Side-by-Sideshow. That's the Brian joke. I've said it now. I forgot to say it on Tuesday. So. How's life, Liz? What you been doing?
Trying to knit. Not happening very much. Sewing, cleaning, cooking.
Cooking, what's that?
Yeah, that's kind of how I am feeling about that. It's just weird.
I didn't cook very much before this all happened. Like, I was too busy at the shop. And I let Brian make concoctions, and that's still where we're doing, or I'm doing like pre-made food. I'm really not good at the whole make a meal thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. What you working on?
I am trying really hard to get my sister's Papillon done since I finished the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on row 13 now out of the Kancha and the Quinoa. So,
and that's I'm planning on doing one out of Kancha and Quinoa as well, eventually, way down the road. But mine is going to be single stranded, and you are double stranding, right?
I'm double stranding on 10.5 needles. Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Yep. So my sister said she said she doesn't wear little things because she's a big girl. And I said, I don't make little things because I'm a big girl. So, like.
Yep, you make the big ones. I make the small ones. But you have finished 2.
I finished 2. This is my third one I'm working to get done. And then I have 2 more on needles.
Yeah, well, I am still on my second. I got 1 more section done than when I talked to y'all on Tuesday, because mad crazy busy. Oh my gosh, like it just, yeah, which I'm thankful for in these times, to have people still buying yarn. I'm very thankful for. But I love knitting and crocheting because it helps keep me sane. It can help de-stress you. I think I survived a rough marriage because I knit all the time. At least I figured out afterwards, maybe that's why I took it everywhere. It helped me cope. So I'd like to be doing more of it right now, but I'm getting it when I can. But I just finished section 27. I think I'm on 28. Let me check real fast. I'm about to start section 28. And I'm at the point where, you know, if I stretch the middle of this out, this bubble at the bottom and the number of stitches I have on needles makes it really hard to show off the whole thing. But this Cascade Heritage Wave,
I love how that's
fantastic. It's doing really pretty things. Like you can see the end here of this bottom section. Like I'll hold it upside down at this point because that's the easiest way for me to. That is just, I'm so excited.
It's looking like a monarch.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited to get to the point. I'm trying to get like at least 1 section done between filmings. Like we'll have a chunk between Thursday and Tuesday, so maybe I'll get it done. I'd love to get to the pod section where I want to put the white in. Like I'm just, it's a work of art. I don't even know how much I'll wear it, but I'll put it up on the wall somewhere. So yay. But I'm having fun with that, especially now that it's getting darker again. And that's not a lot of difference between when y'all were seeing this on Tuesday, but I got a little progress made.
You were working on other things.
A little bit. Yeah, oh, I get to show that off next. Section 30, so I'm on 28, and section 30 is the last section before the pods, so I think I'll be there soon. But I am working on over 400 stitches a row right now. So during breakfast this morning, I got the black row done, like back and forth, rows 5 and 6 that are huge at this point. Like, you know, can't show it on the screen. So that was enough knitting. So yeah, I decided to take a break and make a bag.
It looks so cute.
I finished my Market Square bag, and I want to say I started that. It was started on Tuesday, but I think I started over the weekend. And because it's much thicker yarn, oh look, I have a needle poking through it. That is one thing I will say. So I have stuff in this to kind of show off the square, like the bottom is square. That's one color of Queensland Cairns. And then I have 2 different colors up here. And the top of it is done in the second color. It did indeed only take 2 balls of yarn. This is roughly what I had left from my second color. The balls want to fall apart at this point. So this is my second color, which was color number 17. And this is all I had left of my first color, the more vibrant color. I was kind of hoping to do the handles in the more vibrant color. Didn't have enough yarn. This one, I forget the color number, but it is Yarra River. It might be 22. So this is the small size. Like a lot of people, I had put the pattern sample picture in my newsletter and stuff, and people are like, ooh, I want to make that. Ooh, I want to make that. I figured I should test it because the sample picture also didn't alternate between colors.
Yeah.
But the instructions do. So I wanted to have people I wanted to give people an example of what happens if you do alternate colors. And honestly, they intermingle so much, and there's so much changing of colors. Like this is one color up here, but it stripes or does like variated things. So doing it all of one color is still going to look really pretty. And because the basket weave in this, it's made by the A color, the bottom color.
Yeah.
Is doing all the knit stitches. And then the second color, every 2 rows, like 2 out of every 4 rows, the second color is doing these purl stitches and then slipping knit stitches of the other color. So it's kind of mosaic. We keep talking about mosaic knitting. It's a mosaic style if you choose to alternate colors. You'll also be purling and slipping stitches if you don't alternate colors. But one of the things that happens if you, right above a knit row, if you purl, you're gonna get a little overlap of that other color in your purl stitches. So there is definite intermingling of colors here. It's not like it's one color and then another, and there's no you can totally tell them apart. And I think almost every colorway of this, you're gonna have some overlap of colors because there's so many variations of the balls of color.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think, let me see. Like here are, these are not the color, well actually, ooh, this is, it is color 22. This is the color I use for the bottom. And this is not the color I use for the top, but it's another bright color. It's called Cape York. But there are spots where they're both going to be green, and there's spots where they're both going to be blue. And so they're going to intermingle a little bit. So if you want to make a bag like this and have really, really crisp colors, first of all, even if I use the solid colors for both of these, like a different cotton yarn, I recommend cotton for a bag, like something sturdy. You would still have, see that little bit of yellow right there and a little bit of yellow here? That's from the background color here. So you're still going to have that intermingling. There's no way on your first row of changing colors if you're purling. You're going to have the colors interlock like this. So you didn't, yeah, that's like the backside look at Liz's of her Papillon. That's the same thing if you purl on the front. It's going to do that same thing. So if you try to make a bag like that and you're like, it didn't work, what did I do wrong? That's just what happens with stitches. So embrace it and say, look, it's all variegated. Yay.
it's kind of fun. There have been times with some of my shawls that I was like, I should change color, but I changed on the front side, so I got the little extra bumps on the,
Yeah.
And people are like, no, that's the back. And I'm like, no, I designed it to where this stripe is on the front.
Yeah. If you do it on purpose, that's the thing. If you always make sure if you want, like with the Papillon, we talk a lot about the clean side, and I call it the dirty side, the back side. If you want one side to be clean and the other side to look like this, then you have to always change colors on the same side when you're knitting every row. It's something, I mean, I can't tell you how many things about knitting and crocheting I learned by doing. I just did it enough and went, oh, that's how it works. I mean, we'll share with you tips and tricks as we can, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, so this is the small size. The small size uses only 2 balls. And I think mine's a little smaller than the instructions said they would be because everyone's gauge is different. It said it was going to be like 7 inches square on the bottom. No, 8 inches on the bottom and 7 inches up the side. And I think when it's full, it kind of is that. But when it's empty, it felt a little smaller. The big size that they have instructions for, they say you need 3 balls of yarn, ostensibly 2 of a main color, 1 of a contrast. And the main color becomes the handle up top. You go back to it, kind of. But, or just 3 balls. I would say get 3 balls of one color if you're doing it in one color. And that one's supposed to be 10 inches across the bottom. And 10 inches high as well. So more repeats of this basket weave. And see, there again, it blends in because it's my blue likey. But unless you line your bag, which I'm lazy and I don't do, unless you line it with fabric or something, small things are going to poke through. no matter how tightly you knit something, you're probably going to have needles and things poke through. So know that and put things in it accordingly, like only big balls of yarn or, you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm really excited that I made a bag. It was fun. It was a nice distraction.
And thank you for taking a break from your Papillon so I could.
Ah, so you could finish yours ahead of me, right?
I'm still trying.
You're still trying. Oh my Lord. Okay, so
I
haven't.
did start. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I haven't made any progress on anything else because, you know, yeah.
Well, Tuesday night, I went from 101 projects down to 100 because
Oh no!
I finished that.
Yeah.
And Tuesday night I started project 101, and the VSC actually saw a little bit of it, but I had all these little balls, the remnants left over from my Papillon, so like purple and black.
Use your stash.
And some grays, like, and I do have some full twists of that yarn that I haven't spun back up yet, but I was like, I want to do something scrappy, so
and you could ostensibly like grab other random stuff from your stash and add to that and have like a wild color that's not in your Papillon, right?
I could.
Sounds like you won't.
Actually, if I find any grays or purples laying around in any of my little stash stuff, I'll throw those in.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the cool thing about knitting is you can, but you don't have to. But you know, you can have fun.
Yeah. So, and this one I am kind of planning it out, like, but I'm planning it on the fly. It's not like, you know, reach in, grab a ball. It's like, do I want to do another row of black and gray stripes?
So it's kind of like the sideshow. Like, you do it on the fly.
Winging it.
Sometimes we have a plan. And sometimes we're like, yeah, whatever, it's not. Or that plan, poop.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it'll be my sideshow knit. Because, you know, I'm winging it.
You're winging it. Yeah, it's the sideshow shawl. Woo!
Yay!
Okay, so I went through a moment of, oh crap, I'm not wearing anything right before we started filming.
Not a thing.
And what I've wanted to do is, we talked about it last episode, is, and I'm like, where is it? It's in the bag I just made. Rachel Nguyen, who I really like her as a designer, and I don't know how to say her name, but that's what I'm going with because I have a sister named Rachel. Shout out to Rachel. So I'm going with Rachel. She just published a crochet along, CAL, crochet along, called Together Apart, for everyone who is doing our physical, not social, but physical distancing. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up, but I thought I'd wear another one of her designs. So I am wearing the Starlight Shawl, which I taught a class on. Let's see. I'm multitasking, so I'm losing my train of thought. But I will just look it up this way. I really like fingering weight crochet shawls because there's a little more heft to them than knit ones, although I like those too. But they're light enough. I was just saying, like, sometimes throwing a shawl around, especially because it's warm out, it's nice out. When you have bigger proportions, or I just have the bigger girls, if wearing a shawl like this, doing the scarf method with it, can get really thick and really, like, in your face really fast. And having a lightweight shawl like this, you can still feel drapey and nice. We got the glare of the windows outside. This is the Together Apart shawl that I want to start making. She had a really cool picture on, there it is, on an Instagram post of it all. I'm trying not to get glare there. Yeah. it's supposed to be customizable, so you can have closed sections and open sections and things like that. And it seems to be all done in one color. I really want to do this. It's got light pinks and purples and stuff. It's a sock yarn. It's a one of our online super socks. I think it's supposed to knit up like that.
I think it'll be cool.
I think it could look really cool because it'll look kind of like I changed colors randomly. But let me talk about what I'm wearing. So this one actually alternates colors, and it's pretty big. But that means I can be layered and warm. It's got solid and open work. A lot of double crochets in there, if you can see, with some open sections. There are 2 colors in this, and then, ooh, look at all the lace down here. I'm gonna back up so I can show you the whole thing. This one's the Starlight Shawl. She's got a lot of motifs like this where you'll have open work and closed and then a little bit of lace.
I like it.
It's really pretty. It's actually, the majority of this is from our local indie dyer. Shout out to Emerald, Daydream Dye Works. The blue is her custom Transylvania County colorway called Just Bite Me.
It's my favorite blues.
We got jokes. And then I paired it with Fiber Spates 4-ply, Vivacious 4-ply, Plum Imps. So pretty. So pretty. I have a crocheter who took this class, and she's pairing the Plum Imps with this pink sparkly to make the same shawl I'm wearing. And oh my gosh, it's going to be gorgeous. So color combos. There are so many color combos, right? Yeah. And let me see if I can grab a skein of the Just Bite Me to show you what it looked like before I crocheted with it.
Ooh.
Ooh. No, I remember. I did it in the BFL tweed.
Yeah.
I have it not in tweed, but the tweed hand dyes have been really popular the past couple of years. And we still have a few of these left in the shop. They are so yummy and gorgeous.
So much fun.
Everything Emerald dyes is fantastic. So check her out, definitely. Realizing, on another note, oh look, my watch is telling me it's time to stand up and move around.
Good thing you did.
That didn't count. I didn't get credit. I have to walk around the shop a little more. I can stand up and go like, da-da-da. Let's see when I get credit. I was going to talk about this.
Your Orla's Vine Cowl.
Vine Cowl. This is from yesterday's QVC. VSC, we're calling it, but our QVC-like adjacent thing. I'm still not getting credit. I don't think I will. I could wave my arm around like this, and at some point my watch will think that I'm standing up and moving. And sometimes if I just sit and knit, it'll be like, oh, good, you got your stand goal for the hour. And I'll go, whatever. So we talked about the Amano Ayni was your pick yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's this alpaca and silk yarn. And I said, oh, I made something in that. I made the Orla's Vine Cowl that I taught last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
It has some mosaic. It has some cable work just to help move the colors out the way they do. They look like little flowers. You use a cable needle for that. It was a really cool class to teach. And I was like, ooh, it calls for sport weight. So I'll use the Ayni. And I love the colors. The colors are gorgeous and how they work together. However, I think it was kind of thin for what was called for. Because see, if I do that, it curls. And even after blocking it, I can't get it not to curl, really. And that's not a fault of the yarn. It's not like the yarn is bad or anything. It's just a thicker yarn for the gauge of this pattern would have held up better.
Yeah.
So like when I wear it, put the tag behind. When I wear it, you're going to see the inside. It's almost impossible unless I like, and even that, you're going to see the inside. By the way, floats, color work will have floats like this. And yeah, you're going to see it when I wear it, which I'm not necessarily happy about, right? I love the piece. I love, it's a nice photo to do this. But we had people who made it out of our Rowan Cash Soft Merino, which is a little bit more substantial sport weight. It's a little thicker. Like weights, here's the thing, weights of yarn, you're going to have a range between one thickness category is going to have a light end and a heavy end. And like what we talked about yesterday on QVC had that. One was thinner and one was thicker, but they're both in the same weight category. So you kind of have to just experiment with that. Here's an experiment. It didn't go so well. And I mean, if people think that inside of this looks cool, then it's a success. I had trouble finding this yesterday because I don't wear it a whole lot because of this. But it probably would have worked better in another yarn. But something that has a tighter gauge, or maybe a sweater out of this would be luscious with the color work.
Well, yeah.
Sweater, go ahead.
The Ayni is sport weight, but it's so close to fingering weight that, you know, but depending on if it's not color work with the tighter gauge that you have to, you know, pay attention to, like you want it to do this, it is fantastic for, you know.
A single color piece, or like I said, a sweater, like the Soldatna. A Soldatna made out of Ayni might be awesome. It also might be so open that you see that the stranding work a little bit too much. You need to experiment with it to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I think this is great for showing how some of the colors, and some colors you may not have thought about, can work with each other, you know? So.
Yarn, it's fun.
Yep. I just got a text. Shout out to Amy. Just got a text from Amy. I was checking to see if I got my stand goal. No. For the hour. But no, Amy just texted me about the Eco Merino we were talking about. So I will get on that. I'm going to add that to my to-do list. My to-do list is growing. It's not as big as Tuesdays, but it's growing.
I'm trying to pay attention, and I'm supposed to be counting and in the shawl. But I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I guess this is where I have to go because, you know, it's red and orange squares. And so I'm guessing I have to go here.
Well, you know what? We've been talking for probably a good 20 minutes. So
it is almost 9. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Feels like 9, but it's 10. So maybe we should let you check your count. And
No, I'm not counting. I'm guessing.
This is why I don't tend to work on the Papillon during virtual knit nights right now. Or if I do, it's got to be on a place where I really don't need to count very much because, I
think at this point, like, because I've done several of them and worked the pattern at least several times, there's a pattern to it. So like, I'm guessing I'm going here, and oh look, that worked out. So I'm guessing I'm going there.
Well, it's like if I'm on a red or orange square on this in the instructions, or like I can tell which square I'm gonna do without even looking at the pattern.
Yeah.
If my stitch count gets me 2 stitches away from a marker, I'm starting a red square.
Yeah.
If I'm at a marker, I'm doing an orange square.
Well, I know that and it goes red, orange, red, orange, red, orange.
Yeah.
So I just finished an orange one. And so I'm guessing I'm going right here.
Well, and there were a few times I was doing this part that bubbles way out like that in the center. When I thought I'd counted right, but I wasn't the right number of stitches away from the last wrap or where I think I should start. And I was like, let me double check that.
Oh, I have to double check. But, you know, every now and then I'm like, ooh, I'm going to wing it and guess. I love that.
This is my happy spot right now in this. It's just like.
But no matter how many times I've done this, you can't give up the pattern because of that middle section. Like, I don't have to look at the pattern for different parts of it, like the red square or the blue square or, you know, whatever. But to know exactly where I'm going for certain things, oh yeah. Yep. Because sometimes I'm guessing doesn't cut
it. Well, okay, so we're going to start wrapping up for today, but I'm going to, because I'm going to have to start working hard for y'all from 10 to 5, not 9 to 5, 10 to 5. But I'm hoping I finally got more access to more items on my online shop, everybody. So I'm hoping to get more up there. The only thing that's keeping me from getting more stuff on my online shop is time and energy. I'm just drained lately. I was gonna put stuff up from QVC yesterday, from VSC, and it just didn't happen. But I'm hoping. I know Cheryl Lacemaker was, shout out to her, was interested in the Puno that we talked about on Tuesday. I want to try to get that up there. It all depends on how busy I am today. I didn't even have time on Tuesday to advertise for virtual knit night Tuesday night. So
people still found us.
Yeah, some people thought it wasn't happening though. Like,
it's true.
If all else fails, like barring some craziness, Tuesday and Friday, we will be having knit night 6 to 9. Even if I don't get the announcement out about it on social media, it would only, hopefully we'd get the announcement out if I wasn't doing it. But
yeah,
we're going to keep that going. I think it's so important right now to stay connected. As my dad pointed out, and I was like, yep, I've heard that before, but I appreciate my dad saying it. We need to change the language. A lot of people are starting to say this, from social distancing to physical distancing, because social connection is so important right now. So, and there's my speech for the day.
Yay!
We love you all. We miss you. Liz, what's our
lots?
What do you say at the end?
Stay tuned for more adventures with Liz and Rebecca. We miss you.
We miss you all so much. And now I have to hit my multiple buttons to end the meeting. And hopefully you'll watch till the end. Oh, subscribe and share and binge watch a lot and get the word out there, because we wanna be reaching more people in terms of, we just want connection to everybody. We want everyone to get through this. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.